This is the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose, where I strategize with business owners on how to grow and scale their businesses to hit their income goals. This is episode 406 of the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose. Today, we're going to be diving into how to write sales emails that convert. We're going to be able to dive into really figuring out what is the best way for you to be able to write an email so that your audience not only opens it, but takes action from it. But before we jump into that, I want to make sure that if you haven't already taken advantage of our discount for our podcast listeners to the Insiders Group, that you do so. We're giving you weekly live trainings as well as a monthly group coaching call where you can get all of your specific needs and the accountability that you need in order to continue to move your business forward. All right, you guys, let's jump right into this. So today what we're going to make sure that we do is we're going to learn how to write sales emails that convert with actionable tips on crafting compelling subject lines, personalized content, and strong calls to action to boost your response rate. So there are specific components that we need to have in order to write sales emails that convert. The very first thing that we need to make sure that we have is to understand your audience. It is key that you know who your target audience is. Who are you talking to? Who are you specifically trying to get to take advantage of the products or services that you offer? When you know this, you are easily able to hit on the pain points that they have, which is necessary to have in your sales emails. The next thing that we want to make sure that we do is to create a good subject line. We talked about this recently. I gave you specific niched examples for email subject lines, as well as what goes into a good subject line. But it's really important that you understand that those subject lines are strong, because if they don't open because of the subject line, what goes into the email doesn't matter. So you have to make sure that your subject lines are strong and are getting and intriguing them to want to open that email and to know that it's coming from you. So this also goes along with the idea that you have to make sure that you are consistently emailing your people. You cannot decide that you're going to send sales emails when you haven't emailed your audience in 2 weeks. You have to be consistently emailing them so that they know to open, so that they recognize your name. So that's also going to be a key component of your sales emails. The next thing that we want to make sure to do is to qualify your audience. We want in that body of the email for them to identify themselves as if you are only speaking to them. We want them to see that with the questions you ask and the content that you provide in the email, that it is meant for them by, again, hitting on those pain points that they may have. So when you are writing your sales email, you want to be thinking about, what am I going to ask them to get them to see that this is meant for them? So are you talking to them about needing to have a new gardening book? Then you're going to want to be asking them the questions that are going to hit on that pain point to get them to want that gardening book. So really start to think about, how can you qualify your audience? How can you make them see themselves in what it is that you're offering? The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you give a strong call to action. You want to tell them exactly what they need to do, and you want to give them one call to action. You don't want to tell them, here, go grab this, and then say, oh, and by the way, here's a great article on the same topic. If it's a sales email, you should be selling. You should be offering the product or service that you are qualifying them for in the body of that email. You want to make sure that your call to action not only occurs at the end with a button where it's clear that they're meant to hit that button in order to go to find out more about that product or service that you're offering, but also have it up in the top portion of your email as well. Give them a chance that if they're already qualified in the first couple questions that you're asking, that you give them the option to be able to go and get that product, as well as then give them another chance with a button that's going to tell them, grab yours, let them in, Get Mine, any of those types of that type of copy is what you want to see on your call to action.
Hey there, guys. My name is Melanie from Mostly Under Control, and I am a member of Jenny's Influencer Entrepreneurs Insiders membership. I've been a part of it since 2017, and over these 6 years, I've taken full advantage of the weekly trainings that Jenny offers and the monthly group coaching. The group coaching is probably my favorite part of the membership. Jenny has taught me so many things for my business. She helped me niche down and write and teach about what I wanted so that I wouldn't burn out. In addition to what she teaches, the networking I've done with other members has been invaluable. I recommend her membership to all of my online business owner friends because it is worth every single penny.
And then the last piece, which is so important and what often gets missed by so many people, is to craft a sales sequence. 2 weeks ago, I gave you exactly what goes into a sales sequence, what they consist of. You want to make sure that you get back over, make sure that you listen to that episode. But it's really important that you understand that you cannot simply send one sales email and expect that people are going to respond and buy it. You're going to need a series, multiple emails that are going to come that follow up and build upon some of the pain points that you've already hit on, that also answer some of the questions that they may have about why it is the right product for them. So this is going to be really a huge piece of what gets missed. I often ask people, they'll say to me, oh, my product doesn't sell. And I'll say, okay, how many emails did you send? And they'll say 1. And they'll say that that's the only thing that they've done. Or my favorite part is they'll say, oh, I just posted it on social media once. You have to continually get in front of them. Create a sales sequence that you're going to be able to use. So if you're thinking about, I am geared up, I want to do a Black Friday sale for Q4, first of all, don't wait till Black Friday. Do it beforehand, because all of the department stores, all of the online stores are doing everything Black Friday. Do it a week or two beforehand, but make sure that you have a sales sequence. So get over, grab that sales sequence, put it in line so that you can already have it scheduled, ready to go, and keep an eye on your stats and see what is actually making a difference to your audience. What are they opening? What are they clicking on? All right, you guys. I appreciate you so much for listening in. I wanted to make sure that we hit you with the vital pieces of information that are going to help you be able to move your sales emails to get them to convert into sales. We've talked quite a bit lately about making sure that your emails are getting opened, and this is the reason why. Because if you are going to be selling your own products and services, you have to be able to get them to convert. All right, you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the podcast or left a review, I would so appreciate it if you did so. Just pop into your podcasting app and hit that little button down at the bottom where you can leave a rating and a review. All right, until next time, I will see you all then.